Hello again, Virgos. I want to apologize for the abrupt ending to the last video. Basically, somebody ended up knocking on the door and there was nothing I could do about it. So I was just like, well, fuck. I don't want to start the whole fucking video all over again because I already finished the first part. So I was like, I have an idea. I'll just do the second one with the actual oracle card. So welcome again. Hello, hello, hello. All the same information, you know, all of the discount information is still in the description box. All of it's still there, guys. So, yeah. So let's get into it. And again, I'm so sorry about that. I was so mad. I was like, I was in the middle of the video, but, you know, priorities, right? Okay. Oops, we'll take it. Yeah, so don't let your past hold you back. And that's a beautiful energy because it goes back to those five situations that I was talking about. Like those five situations, like this 5 of swords and the 5 of pentacles and like all that other stuff. Leave that shit behind you. Leave those conflicts behind you. Leave those feelings of isolation behind you because you are definitely moving onto a different place. Even though I don't see even though I don't see like, I believe, I'm sorry, it was a while ago since I recorded, but I believe the Wheel of Fortune had popped out before, and that's kind of what's happening, you know, but even though it's not in the actual spread, that's what I was saying, this 10 of Cups is here, right, and it's coming out of a place of conflict, but you're being beckoned to move into a place of, like, really happiness and just being overjoyed. So don't let the past hold you back. Don't let past fears or past failures hold you back. You know, it's all been lessons of opportunity to grow and learn and, like, make yourself a stronger, richer person, you know? And then we have, what do you need to release? All right, so that's huge. What is it that you have to release from your past? What is it that you really need to let go of in order to work with other people, in order to bring people together, okay? I think that that's why this hangman is here. As you're observing and taking action, you're really taking inventory. Again, you know, you're just taking inventory and taking stock of your situations that are happening. And then here at the bottom of the deck, beautiful, we have expect powerful change. And it's a change that you've been actively a part of, right? It goes hand in hand with this Judgment card that's right here. And again, with that Wheel of Fortune that flew out a little earlier. There's a powerful change that's happening. All you're being asked to do is weigh those pros and cons. Make sure that you're stepping out on the best foot that you can possibly step out on. Making sure that you're releasing that energy that no longer serves you. Making sure that you're releasing negative habits and all those things and leaving those behind in the past. Not being tied to, you know, past expectations, okay? Oops. Take it. Okay. So here we have fire, all right? So fire. So this is action. This is passion, all right? Passion. Some of you guys might be meeting a fire sign or coming in contact with fire signs, but mostly it's really not taking that back seat that you've taken before, especially if you're coming out of conflict. It's really championing for yourself, championing for what you believe in, right? And you have to just figure out, what is it that you believe in, Virgo? What is it that you're championing for? What does your little heart desire, okay? And then it's partnered with Uranus, all right? And so this is, you know, Aquarius energy has been making an appearance in a lot of these readings. And that's really interesting because Aquarius is like the offbeat technology, you know, really progressive, especially with Uranus. I'm sorry, I know this is the Uranus card, but it rules Aquarius. So it's just funny that it's here. But with Uranus, this is progression, but it's also philanthropy, humanitarian, people who are helping. So it's just like, if you're taking action and you're figuring out what you want to do with the world and how you want to affect it and influence it, this is the time to do it, especially if it involves helping people, especially if it involves pushing an agenda of love and happiness and forgiveness and peace, right? Which is so necessary right now. I know I was kind of preaching in like my last readings, but, you know, the mentality is still here. It still absolutely stands Virgo. And so with dealing with Aquarius, but this is really thinking, knowing, finding, researching, you know, you're going to know what it is that you know. It goes back to observing and taking stock, taking inventory, making sure that you know who are the players in the game. How are you playing? What is your strategy? But just really knowing. There's a certain knowingness that comes with Aquarian energy and genius energy, right? There's certain communications that come with this, and it seems like you're tapping into that energy, and it could have to do with philanthropic, you know, endeavors, which is absolutely beautiful, especially backed by a fire energy. You know, that's actual movement. And then here we go, Mercury. That's you, Virgo. This is your ruling planet, okay? So communication. Huge communication, and Mercury is in fact in retrograde. So some of you guys are taking some time away to just get through this Gatorade that's happening, you know, like, because y'all guys are hit by it pretty hard. And I remember I did the Gemini reading, and I was all over the fucking place for Geminis. It's also ruled by the planet Mercury too, and like I was all over the place, but I do not have that same feeling for you guys. So it's hitting you guys, but not nearly as hard as it's hitting y'all sister. All right, so be thankful and grateful for that. For some of you guys, for some of you, I'm sure that it's hitting hard, but you know, it's just communication is going to be a big part. Communication and progress is going to be a huge part on how you are moving forward in this next chapter, okay? So just be aware of that, but you definitely are moving forward. You definitely are moving forward. I do see collaboration. I do see teamwork. It can be goal-oriented. It can be work-oriented. It can be career-oriented, but seeing that cups, the knights, and all the other stuff, it can also do with love. And for some of you guys, it might be both. So it might not even be either or. You know, why not both? Oops. Okay. Oops. Ooh, willpower. Boom. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I'll take it. We'll take this. Yeah. Here, one more shuffle. Sorry, Virgos. This is huge. Okay. So, we had willpower come out. And it goes straight with this fire energy, like I was telling you. It's interesting because no other fire has appeared in your chart. But it seems like you guys are, with this Five of Swords, if there is in fact conflict that you're coming out of, it's really going to be a test to you and how you handle it and how you move through it, okay? Because with willpower, this is a whale here. Whales are big, whales are giant, whales make waves, okay? So, Virgo, you guys are going to be making said waves. You guys are going to be making moves just like everyone else, and it's completely dependent on you. And with, again, this Two of Pentacles being your card of advice, it's weighing the pros and the cons, weighing how you're going to take action. And if you're taking action, it's really going to require how much you're willing to put in, Virgos. And so that could be what this weighing is. How much am I actually going to invest in this situation? How much am I going to put myself into this group project? How much am I going to put myself into this work endeavor? Okay? But that's all up to you. But you have the power to get through it, you know? And then we have Enchantment, which is such a beautiful card, Virgo, especially, particularly for Virgos, because I, like, love Virgos. One of my best friends is Virgos. My mom is a Virgo. And so, like, when I see Enchantment with Virgos, I think they're so pure in that virginity that comes with being a Virgo. You know, it's really enticing and it really attracts, you know, so many people because it's mysterious in a way, but it's innocent in a way. But there's just like a beautifulness that comes with Virgo energy. And I think that you guys are really tapping into that moving forward. You know, your essence is needed in these projects that you're working on. Your willpower, your grace is needed in whatever it is that you're putting in. And it's really going to bring you to this Ten of Cups moment. But with this beautiful card of Enchantment, okay, there's just something magical about what's happening with you right now. And people are seeing you as, you know, a magical being. So be aware and be mindful of that because, like I told Pisces, you know, when you see this, people are always trying to take advantage of people who are magical. You know, the leprechaun can't just enjoy his rainbow and his pot of gold. People are constantly trying to steal it. If somebody caught a unicorn, they would first figure out how to kill it and steal the horn. And so be mindful of that as you're opening up. But I think that you are being mindful of that with this Hangman here, okay? And this Two of Pentacles. But just know that there's a certain beauty that comes along with you, Virgos. and you're really looking very majestic, and things are happening. And then we had freedom. I'm at liberation here, but freedom was at the bottom of the deck, and I was like, I don't know if that works, but it came up again with liberation, which, you know, is pretty much the same thing. Soaring is like an eagle. So it's really interesting. And the reason why I didn't like it, not like it, but the reason why I was like, I don't know how this fits into the reading is because the Hangman was here. But since it reappeared, there is going to be liberation. Oh, I'm a dum-dum. That's why it came out twice. Because of this Judgment card here. Because of this underlying energy. There's a freedom that you guys are tapping into, especially with this second. And then we have forgiveness, okay? So there's a second chances that are coming, and it's going to free you from some of those energies that you were asked to release in the past, okay? So with this liberation, this newfound liberation, I think a lot of it has to do with within, and a lot of it is coming from you. With this second chance, with this being resurrected, with rising from the dead, okay? And moving on, you guys are going to be moving into places where you're going to be taking action, all right? Even though you're in this Hangman position, this could be here simply because Mercury is still in retrograde, especially for the first part of this month. So it is best to not really truly commit to anything just yet, because you know, when Mercury is in Gatorade, it really affects how stuff moves. Things tend to fall through, travel plans, arrangements, and all that stuff. So it's asking you to, like, hang in there, probably. With the Hangman, it's going to require some patience before you actually move. But after that, after Mercury moves and moves direct, this uplifting energy is really going to liberate you, Virgos. And you're really going to be seeing some really happy and joyous moments. I really think that you're going to be moving into next year feeling fine. And that's really awesome. So, again, I apologize, Virgos, for that mid-interruption. Thank you guys for clicking on if you continued. Yeah, we'll see you soon for the yearlies, all right? Peace, Virgos.